Hello YouTube, Jim Baker here. Today I have a good call with a unique call, first time call of someone who's in who has a consulate visa, an A2, and the rules are different from them. So if you have a consulate visa, I guess this is the video for you, especially if you have a Mexican consulate visa. I don't know how many views I would get with just that title, but we're gonna shoot for it and see what we get. So the video also is applicable for Mexicans, people doing partnerships, people who have partnerships with non-resident members. All of this stuff. We go through a lot of nuance, a lot of examples here in this call, and I think you'll really enjoy it. So let's get to the call.
Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up.
Hello, Rodrigo.
Hi, James. How are you?
Another English call. I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Great. I mean, we can do it in Spanish if you want.
No, I just talked to a Rigoberto, and I was like, oh, cool, Spanish call, but it was another English call. And now I'm talking to a Rodrigo in English.
Great.
It's fine with me. I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Great. Thank you very much. Actually, suffering a little bit with the cold, but everything great.
Uh-oh, be careful.
Yeah.
I had a cold also.
Okay.
And it ended up being COVID.
Really?
Yeah, but then it went away and it was fine. I mean,
okay.
For most people it is. I hope you feel better.
Yeah, thank you very much. Hey, I want to ask you really quick. Do you mind if I don't put my camera? It's not working really good.
Fine,
so.
It's fine. Plenty of these are without camera. It's fine.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, it's not working, so blurry, and maybe it's better without it.
No, yeah, it's fine. It's fine like this. I'm reviewing your notes.
Yeah.
You're from Mexico also. All my Mexican clients speak amazing English.
Yeah, it's a thing down in Mexico that since kindergarten, I mean, we have to start learning English. So
you guys speak the best of all of South. I mean, I know you're in North America, but
yeah,
it's definitely the best English. It's good for you guys. So yeah, you and your wife were invited to form an LLC in the U.S. with other Mexican partners that would be operating from Mexico, but the taxes. You guys live in the U.S.?
Yeah, we are actually in the US. We're in Chicago.
What kind of visa are you on?
We are on the A visa, the diplomat visa, A2.
A2? I didn't even heard of that visa.
Yeah, it's a diplomatic visa.
Oh, my wife. So you don't have to pay taxes either, right? I think the diplomatic visa.
Yeah, I really want to confirm that because I know that there are two types of A visa, the A1 and the A2. I know that the A1 is for consuls and ambassadors and all that.
Let's look it up together.
Okay.
Exempt individuals, foreign government-related individuals. So I'm at the IRS website. I'm at the source.
Okay.
An individual is considered a full-time diplomatic consular status if he has been accredited, blah, blah, blah. Generally, an individual present under an A or G class visa is considered a foreign government-related individual. None of their days count for the purposes of substantial presence test. So, caution, an individual present in the U.S. under an A3 or G5, you don't have those, okay?
No. I'm as a dependent. My wife is the A2 visa holder.
She's the diplomat. So it looks like, so you're not exempt from U.S. tax, but your days just don't count for presence. So you can still be a non-resident, but if you work in the U.S., you technically are supposed to pay taxes because you live here. But it's not it's not as required as before. So if you have a partnership, it's an interesting scenario.
Yeah, that's why I want to call you because I saw your videos and it's like, he's like a specialist on this, on the Mexican foreign company. So maybe he can help me with this.
Well, we're going to get to the answer. So what kind of business are you guys running together? Let me stop my sharing.
Sorry?
What kind of, like you said, you're invited to join an LLC. Like, tell me about the business.
Yeah. Okay, the business really quick. These are two Mexican friends. They're based in Mexico, and they want to form they want to make a brand to import to the United States like food. I mean, chiles, like base for ice creams, maybe peanuts, something like that. They want to make their own brand, and they want to look for a partner here in the United States, like a supply partner, to enter the products and distribute them throughout the country. The operation will be down in Mexico. Nobody's going to be working actually here in the United States. I mean, we live here, but we're not going to work. we're just like the angel investors.
Yeah.
We're just gonna put some money, but we want to know if we might have some troubles with the visa type, because I mean, I as a dependent, I cannot have a work authorization, and my wife is like locked to just only work on the Mexican consulate.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that we're not getting, I mean, we're not getting in troubles by trying to make something good. But
no, you won't get in trouble. I mean, what's worst case scenario is you make money and pay taxes on it, right? It's not. I don't think there's any I don't think there's any problems with like the visa stuff. And if you think there's a problem with the visa and the consulate, then don't put your wife on the company. Just put you on the company.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
And then it should be fine. So that's probably what I would recommend. Just since I mean you guys are together. I mean you can put both of you on the company, but if you're concerned about her work and being on the company, then just don't put her on it.
Okay.
And here's how I see it. If you open the LLC the right way and you have the agreement that says you're not going to be doing anything and you're not going to be earning any income or working, it's just basically like an equity, like a loan or an equity investment, then you can operate the LLC basically just as a payment processor, and the Mexican company is doing all the real work. And that way, I think you can avoid paying taxes in the U.S. because you'll say it's not U.S. source income because you're not doing anything in the U.S. They're doing everything.
Okay. Okay. So what about, I mean, the profits?
It wouldn't be effectively connected income.
Okay. Yeah. What about the profits? Because I mean, yeah, we're investing in this because we want to earn some more money. But I don't know if we're gonna get in trouble for using those profits because
this should take a couple months to get rolling anyways, because you got to get your FDA licenses, you have to find the suppliers, there's a lot of stuff to do. But general like IRS.gov, I'm looking at more stuff because I want to look at the wording. Generally, when a foreign person engages in trade or business in the United States, all income from sources within the United States connected with the conduct of that trade or business is considered effectively connected income. Since you are not going to be doing anything, I don't think it would be connected to the United States. You still pay taxes in Mexico then, right? Yeah. So basically you would just pay tax on your profits in Mexico.
Okay, so do we have to take the money out from the United States and move it to Mexico?
No, you can. From how let's pretend it's just like three Mexican guys are opening a partnership and operating. It's the same way, except that you live in the U.S., but you don't. You're not like a tax resident. It's a weird situation. So as long as you aren't working in the business and you aren't involved in it, and now you have an excuse not to help out, right? Because if you do, then you guys would have U.S. tax issues. So as long as you're not, I think you're probably okay. And now now another thing that's kind of confusing is compliance wise. So this is something that I just figured out kind of recently, is that the correct way to do it is to file a real partnership return and report the results, and then not pay tax on a personal level on your attributed earnings in the U.S.
Okay.
Right, and especially since you're paying tax in Mexico, and you're saying it's Mexican source, you should be okay with that. You just need to make sure that you file the returns correctly. And for you, I would probably file a 1040 NR, and just say after we file the partnership taxes and show whatever results on your personal return, you would file and basically show that you have no effectively connected income. Okay. And I made another video like a week or two ago explaining this in detail about partnerships with foreign owners. Okay, I'll check them out.
So when does this form has to be submitted?
If you open the LLC is not open, or it is open?
No, it's not open yet, but they're starting the process, I think, this week or maybe next week.
Okay, so if you guys are going to just do it yourself, wait until January 1st. And then you won't have to file a tax return until 2022. Yeah, and March 15th.
Okay, great. So, I mean, I have this question also with the profits. I mean, we're the plans to have the bank account, the cards, debit cards, everything. I know that with an LLC, it's not the best to use like the company money to pay some personal stuff, but I know you can pay some things.
Hold on one second.
No,
Sorry,
don't worry.
Repeat that question. I had someone come in the office.
Yeah, I was asking that. I know that with a business bank account, you will have like the debit card, like everything. You can use the profits of an LLC, but not as a personal level. But for example, if I want to buy, I don't know, something here in the United States, can I use that money, or do I have to transfer it to Mexico and then use it?
I mean, I would transfer it to your U.S. account. The reason that you're not necessarily required, but if you have a partnership, you know, you need to, you don't want everyone just using the partnership money for whatever they want. You should transfer it to their own accounts, you know, even if they have their own separate LLCs or something that they use. They should do that, because you just don't want to commingle it and get it all mixed and like messy. Okay, because I don't have a U.S. bank account right now. I mean, I moved in October, mid-October. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, you just got to take your passport to a bank, and you live here, so it shouldn't be an issue.
Okay, great.
I would if you're doing a lot of international stuff, I recommend Chase Bank. I think it's the best.
Chase. Okay, great. Yeah, because here in Chicago we have Citibank, and Citibank has like a branch in Mexico. So maybe
Citibank's good. Citibank's good.
Okay.
People like love Bank of America. I think it's okay, but if you're sending a lot of international wires, I think Chase is the fastest for doing it on your phone and stuff. Citi also works. Okay, so on the LLC, they were asking me that if they send inventory here to the US under the LLC name, they will pay taxes, right? I mean, if they lease a warehouse or something and they have inventory here. Yeah, so that's what I mentioned before, effectively connected income. If you're doing business in the United States, a partnership is annoying because then you have to withhold taxes in the US. And I just went over this on the last call. If you're doing business in the US and you have foreign partners and you have a partnership, the partnership is technically required to withhold 37% of the profits of each foreign partner and send it to the IRS. And then you have to file a return and request a refund. And then in Mexico, when you pick up the income, actually you still have to pay tax in Mexico. So it gets really messy. So, you know, if you're going to, a lot of times in these cases, I would recommend using a corporation and then paying the profits out. Most of the profits out as like commissions and salaries before the end of the year. Because if you're doing business in the US, if you're taking the position that you're not going to do anything in the US, then the LLC, the partnership is fine. Okay, so if we need to have the products here in the US, how can we not engage in business and having the you use a third-party fulfillment center. You can use another company that only receives and ships and manages products for you. Like it wouldn't be you. It wouldn't be your own warehouse. It wouldn't be a place that you rent. It would be a third, like a contractor that you use. Okay. Yeah, maybe like an FBA, but if it's going to be a lot of like an FBA. But if it's going to be a lot, it might still be better to use a corporation. That way you can kind of. It's a little bit more direct. There's less uncertainty with how it's to be run. Okay, and foreign partners can form a corporation? Certainly, foreign partners usually form corporations. Okay, so yeah, we were told that an LLC was best for us being Mexican. Who said that? Well, they told me because they consult with somebody. I don't know. I mean, there's no best or worst. It's all about how you operate and what you're doing and understanding the risks of each way to do it. You know, it's really, it's still like a lot of uncertainty and how all this is done. Okay. I'm trying to give you clear advice, but it's just not that clear, you know, of a situation. Yeah. Okay. I understand. So, I know it's not maybe your area, but about the trademark of the company, do we need, I mean, the company or the LLC has to register the trademark of any brand they want to sell, right? No, I mean, if it's Chile. The point of registering a trademark is so other people can't steal it. Okay. It's not like legally, you probably have to do FDA registration because I have another client who's importing stuff from Mexico and to get it over the border, you need to have the FDA, like the Food and Drug Administration. If you're selling food, they register it. Yeah, I mean, they got that
kind of sorted out because the factory that we're gonna use, it's FDA certified. So
okay, so if the factory has all their stuff certified, then
yeah.
you get the number, you get what you need is the factura from Mexico, the official invoice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're working that out, but they told me like, I mean, it's a really good project. They have a good idea, but I wanna be sure we were not getting in any trouble. So
I think you're okay either way you do it. You just need to make sure that you do your record keeping the right way, and if you're going to use an LLC, just try to not do anything physically in the US.
Like anything like what?
Like you calling you yourself as a partner, calling providers, arranging deals, signing contracts. The most I would say you would be able to help them with is like opening bank accounts and getting the EIN number and stuff. But apart from that, I would probably recommend that if you're doing it in the US, use a corp if you want to really be involved. Just to avoid the compliance hassles, in my opinion. But really, both work. You just need to make sure that you talk to you need a good tax person to do your forms at the end of the year, because either way, with a partnership, if you don't file the right way, there's penalties. With the corp, there could be penalties if you don't do stuff the right way. It's still the forms 5472 and things like that. You have to manage all of it. So I would definitely use a good tax person.
So if you can share with me your information and your pricing, I would really appreciate it.
Okay. Don't have set pricing for 2022 yet, but I can give you ballparks.
Okay, great.
I'm hoping to either be very expensive and working with select clients. That's what I'm hoping to be at. I'm working with a lot of clients now, and it's exhausting, but yeah, we'll be in touch. You have my email, save my email, and let me know if you have other questions and things about this.
Yeah, sure do.
Okay.
So that should be all. Thank you very much, James.
Thank you, Rodrigo. Nice to meet you. You
too. Bye.
So I think that call went really well. If the video is not edited, I'm sorry. You heard my lunch order. Yeah, this video is good. I've never talked to someone with a consulate visa, and all of this stuff it's tricky and complicated when you want to use an LLC and pay no taxes in the US. But really, you can still use a corp and pay no taxes. You just have to arrange it the right way and make the right amount of money and do it that way. So if you have questions about this, comment below, and in the next like 3 months, I'll reply for sure. And then make sure to like and subscribe the video. If you watch this far, you should definitely like it. It's at least hopefully entertaining a little bit. So I'll hope to see you on the next video. Make sure you turn on that notification bell. Thanks, guys. See you later.